I grew up in Jordan, in the Middle East. Family meals were essential. We always had every meal together. Wherever there was people, there was food, and wherever there's food, there's people. My mom is a great cook. I watched her cook growing up. I watched her make meals from really nothing, and I watched her enjoy it. So she always had music in the background, she would be baking, and she would be making different kinds of recipes that we liked. That's what made me like cooking, because I was in the kitchen with her. I saw her do things, and I got my hands into the foods and the recipe. Being in that environment made me want to always make my own meals from scratch, and I still cook fresh meals for my family every day. Today we're making fattoush, a Middle Eastern salad. It is very fresh and delicious, has a nice citrusy and tangy dressing. We'll be chopping various vegetables as well as some pita bread for croutons. So I'm gonna be chopping the romaine lettuce here, kind of lay them down like that, and then I like to give it a nice tuck. Okay, I like to remove the ends here because they're not as crispy as the rest of the head. And here we go, we have the base of the fattoush. Next, we'll do the parsley. Try to tuck all the leaves in and then just roughly chop it. And I like to bring it over like this and chop so that every time I'm chopping, I'm getting the stuff that I just chopped as well to give it a nice, finer texture. And that's done. Next, we're gonna do the mint. Mint is a really important ingredient in this recipe because it's very aromatic and very Mediterranean, so it will make it really unique. I can smell it as I'm chopping it. It's very nice. Lastly, here I'm gonna chop the green onions. I don't want them to be big pieces, just to be consistent with the rest of the greens. And I like to get the greens like at the end as well, because those give a different flavor. All right, and the green onions are done. I am gonna chop the radishes. Now, radishes are a very important ingredient in this recipe because they add a little bit of a spice and they give a beautiful color. Perfect. A lot of recipes in the Middle East use tomatoes, whether fresh or cooked. We use it in almost all the dishes, especially salads. You will not find a salad without tomatoes. Next will be the cucumbers. We cut it in half circles here. Next, we're making the dressing. So the dressing consists of olive oil. I'm gonna pour it all in a bowl and then whisk it all together until it's incorporated. Then we have some freshly squeezed lemon juice. I have some garlic that I'm gonna mince, 2 cloves. Then I have the pomegranate molasses. I have some honey for a nice balance of this citrusy flavor. I have some salt, and then lastly, I have the sumac. Then I mix it all together until it's all well incorporated. So now we're gonna make the bread. I have 2 pita breads here. We're gonna chop it and then bake it in the oven at 400 Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. The idea of fattoush was that a lot of people had stale bread at home, and this is a great recipe to use up the stale bread that you have. Now we're gonna drizzle it with some olive oil so that it can brown and be nice and crunchy. And then we'll put them in the oven for 10 minutes. And lastly, I'll add the dressing on the whole thing and give it a good mix. It smells really nice. And finally, we're gonna top it off with our croutons. And this is our fattoush salad. Bon appetit, and make sure you try it.